takes thoughts. Good morning, Man Hour Nation. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're listening to us on this beautiful platform that we call YouTube.com or Facebook.com, wherever you're listening to us. We start each and every show with the daily thoughts, rants, or shock news, or whatever you want to call it, and today is no different. Skip Bayless is trending on Twitter because of things that he insensitively said on the old Twitter machine. I use that term very loosely, insensitive, because quite frankly, I don't think what he said was out of line at all. Basically, guys, if you guys did not know or you're not on Twitter, you should be following me on Twitter at manhour_buck, or of course follow us on Facebook. But Skip said, no doubt the NFL should consider postponing this game. But how can they with the magnitude of this game that this game holds? Which seems very irrelevant right now. So when you read that tweet or listen to that tweet, people are up in arms and pissed off about it for whatever reason. And I don't get it. Guys, he was speaking facts. The game last night that Hamlin was injured in, prayers are up for him. He is still in critical condition, but he is incubated and has a heartbeat, so things are looking up, possibly. But Skip Bayless was spot on. The magnitude of this game could literally make billions of dollars for one team or the other, referring to the Buffalo Bills or the Cincinnati Bengals. This game could mean a matter of 3 home playoff games or just 2 home playoff games. Think about how much money one game brings to the city, their said city. Millions upon millions of dollars. And this is not even the NFL side of things. This is the logistics side of things. Guys, Skip Bayless was not out of line. Now, I hate Skip Bayless. I think his mannerisms and his attitude, I just don't like him. He just rubs me the wrong way, right? But he is spot on. So everybody that is trying to cancel him or do this and that, whatever, just get out of here with that crap. I always don't agree with Skip Bayless, but this time I do. But it's time to cue that intro. Are you ready for the best damn radio show on the planet? Man Hour Nation, rise up.
You know on the beat every time, no. I would like to personally welcome you to Man Hour After Dark. Say that thing. Why I bring you the host, Mike, Buck, and Cone. You know who coming to the stage. Sports talk than what you about to hear right here. I second that.
Go. You know that it's us when we talking about sports. Giving you facts on the field to the core. Tune in, we need the support. 1 hour too short, then listen some more. On all your stations, not dropping no music. Stripes like Adidas, but Nike just do it. Down 4 in the 4th, we go for the win. Michael 2 seconds, we taking it in. Buck, Mike, and Combs, you know what's going on. Man, now we're After Dark, no LA, we the big spark. No 4th and inches won't cut you short. Got the best talking, it's all sports. Buzzing more than buzzer beaters. We coming live all through your speakers, go.
And what is up, Man Hour Nation? Michael Buckcasher here with the Man Hour. Try to head to manhourradio.com. Check out the merchandise page, of course. Check out the blog section as well. We got things popping over there. Today is Tuesday, and that means it is Overreaction Tuesday. We guys give us some takes. We post some stuff on the interwebs, and we see if you guys actually overreact to them, or if it's not an overreaction. It's pretty cut and dry. I mean, of course, we covered already Skip Bayless's tweet. That is not an overreaction whatsoever. But we're going to talk a little bit of Daniel Jones. Is he the answer in New York moving forward? Tampa Bay, are they the most dangerous team in the NFC playoffs moving forward? We'll talk about that. Jeff Saturday and his comments about Kayvon Thibodeaux, about his classless act. Let's use those air quotes very, very loosely. You guys kind of know where I'm going with that. And Justin Jefferson, I think he should miss the rest of the NFL season. We will overreact or underreact to that as well. But before we get too carried away, we have to welcome some people into the chat. My man Arthur Brown is in the chat. He says, yo, Buck, what is up? What is up, Arthur Brown? Hopefully your Fins can get into the playoffs, man, because if not, the Steelers might be the most dangerous team in the playoffs. We might have to reword What is going on there? We see Brian Heron in the chat. Happy New Year to all. Happy New Year to you as well, Brian. Hope you're having a grand start to your year. This is January 30, guys, right here on Man Hour. If you guys are listening to us anywhere, like, comment, and subscribe. This is an open comment forum here. I have all the comments from Facebook and YouTube streaming to my OBS, so I see each and every comment. Even if you delete them, they're still coming this way. So when you talk your shit, I see it. Don't try to backtrack on me like that, right? It's like, don't get back, baby. Just simmer down now, yo. As soon as we might be having some connection issue with Facebook. So if you guys are watching us on Facebook and there's some problems happening, head over to youtube.com and let me type in that thing right there. And bada bing, bada boom. I'm not for sure. I mean, if Facebook is streaming well, guys, let me know and I'll pop it in there. But if not, Facebook has been kind of finicky the last few days. I don't know if it's my computer or me or what. But we see my man, Drew, in the chat. What is up, Drew? Happy New Year to my man. Drew is a member over here at youtube.com/Man Hour. So he gets some perks. He gets to see some behind the scenes footage. He gets to see the outtakes of the shorts that we do. All that good stuff. So 99, a little as 99 cents a month, guys. We get you a t-shirt or a hoodie or some perks. Man, I got some stuff in my hood right there. What the hell? I was cleaning out the garage earlier. Bada bing, bada boom. But guys, it is time. It is time. Like I said, thank you, moderator, for popping that up there. Guys, if you're having trouble over at facebook.com, head over to youtube.com/Man Hour, and we got the live. Pop it in for you right there. No doubt about it. Boom. Alrighty, guys. So it is time to get to Overreaction Tuesday. If you guys are new here, we are trying out some new times, 2 p.m. East Coast time, Monday through Friday, as well as the evening show as well. But Overreaction Tuesday is simple. I plant some seeds out there on the old interwebs, and then I see how the fans are reacting to it, and I have my own thoughts, and we simply tell you if it's an overreaction or not, or not an overreaction. So let's get the party Overreaction Tuesday. And this first overreaction on these Overreaction Tuesday, I need to get the button there. By the way, guys, sorry about yesterday. I literally got throat punched by a goat's penis in my mouth, and I think I blew a loin or something. I don't know, it was like 5 minutes in the show. I was like, oh, man, I was coughing up blood. It was crazy. But I'm good now. Thank you for your concerns. Nobody really asked, but whatever. Thank you. But with that being said, the first overreaction or not overreaction of the day, we're going to head over to the East Coast and the New York Football Giants. They have clinched the number 6 seed moving forward in this year's NFC playoffs, and they are kind of clicking, right? They got a new head coach. They might have their future quarterback, yada, yada, yada. Things are looking up, bada bing, bada boom. But then we look at it. Mr. Daniel Jones. So the first question of the day, is it an overreaction that Daniel Jones is the future quarterback moving forward? Let me rephrase it. Is Daniel Jones the franchise quarterback moving forward for the New York Football Giants? Well, he has kind of improved this season, right? Under new head coach Brian Daboll there. They made it to the playoffs. They're passing okay, running the ball really, really well. So when we think of franchise quarterback, we think of a quarterback that is going to be for the next 5, 10, 15 years, right? Patrick Mahomes, Justin Herbert. We could put Deshaun Watson in that category, right? I would say Lamar Jackson, but we don't think Lamar Jackson is going to be a Raven next season. But you guys kind of get where I'm going with that. It is a quarterback that you can say year in and year out, he is going to be here and he is going to perform and put our teams in position to win a lot of football games. So when we look at Daniel Jones' stats this year, he has 3,205 yards passing. That is 15th in the league. That is top half of the league, right? 16's right at the half. So he is like at that 49 percentile. He is 19th in touchdowns. He has 15 this season. This is his second highest since his rookie season. He is Second in the league in interceptions with just 5. That is a great stat for him. And then he has a QBR, which is ranked at 60.4%. So when we look at those numbers alone, I do not see a franchise quarterback in Daniel Jones. Now, obviously here on the Man Hour, we have to look beyond the numbers, right? We have to look past what our eyes are reading. We have to see what the field is telling us. What is telling me that Daniel Jones is succeeding in this offense? What it is also telling me that is Daniel Jones is not making the players around him better, meaning wide receiver cores. They literally have nobody at wide receiver. We get it. But a franchise quarterback is going to make those wide receivers better. That franchise quarterback is going to take a Byron Pringle, I should say, from the Kansas State Wildcats, my Kansas State Wildcats, right there, baby, alum all day long, and make him into a number 3, number 2 receiver on the team. Possibly top 20 team or top receiver in the NFL, top 20. Justin Fields did not do that to Byron Pringle. Now, I'm not saying Justin Fields is not a franchise quarterback by any means, but he does not make him better. So is it an overreaction that Daniel Jones is the answer in New York moving forward? Is he the franchise quarterback? That is yet to be determined. Let me waffle around this answer. But I think it is an overreaction because of everything that I said. He's 15th in passing, 19th in touchdowns. Those are just not good numbers. Let's look at his numbers from the last couple seasons. His rookie season, 3,000 yards, 3,027 yards, 24 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. Second year, sophomore slump, right? 2,943 yards, 11 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. Horrible. Last season, 29-28 for passing yards, 10 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Horrible, right? I mean, this year, obviously, he is what, 25, or sorry, he's 15-5, which is, I don't think he is the answer in New York long term. Now, next year, he will have that 5th-year option as a rookie deal, right? The Giants can bring him back for the 5th-year option, kind of like a prove-it year, and then they can franchise. So technically, they got like 2 or 3 years left. If they really want to do it, they can franchise tag him and do this, yada, yada, yada. But guys, I don't see Daniel Jones as the quarterback of the future in New York. I don't see it. I don't know how any logical person out there can say, yes, we love 3,200 yards passing. We love 15 touchdowns. I mean, I do love the 5 interceptions. I do love the 9th in QBR. Those are great. But the rest of the numbers, they're just blah, right? With all that being said, though, there are other quarterbacks out there that could be great answers for New York, right? San Francisco 49ers, they got a 3-quarterback system happening over there. So when we think of the New York Giants moving forward in the quarterback situation, obviously next year is going to be a prove-it year for Daniel Jones, right? But let's look at the San Francisco 49ers. They have Jimmy G, which is going to probably be a free agent. They have Trey Lance. They need to figure out what he is going to do. I mean, he's had that second surgery on his ankle. Hopefully he's not that like that Alex Smith case. We ended up having like 7 surgeries about lost his leg. Hopefully that's not the case. And then they got Brock Purdy, which is absolutely balling out. I bet you they're getting calls about all 3 of those guys right now. Like, hey, who do you want? And honestly, Brock Purdy and Jimmy G make pretty good fits in New York. Why do I say that? Because they are game managers. That is what Daniel Jones is doing right now for the New York Football Giants. He is managing that game, and they're winning with defense and running the ball. That's what Jimmy G excels at, and that's what Brock Purdy is excelling at right now, minus last week when they had a game-winning drive or whatever, yada, yada, yada. But, come on. Jimmy G to New York. That is very, very intriguing to me. What do you guys think? Does Jimmy G to New York Giants next year as currently constructed, with very few receivers, Saquon Barkley running the ball, great defense, balling out, yada, yada, yada. Is this a good fit? I'd be curious to see what you guys think. So, guys, like I said, my internet's being really wonky today. We've had a lot of big storms, tornadoes, and stuff come through here and like whatnot. So, if you guys are experiencing any issues whatsoever, the replay will be over at youtube.com/manhour as soon as this is over. So, my bad with that. I'm not for sure what's going on, but if you guys are able to hear me, let me know in the like in the chat. That would be fantastic, just to see if I need to restart or reboot. I don't know. Something's going on. Drew says I'm working, but I'll be in and out. So, all right, Drew. I mean, hey, enjoy your time at work and listen to some Man Hour, baby. Like, that was the whole goal of this afternoon show was to get you guys something to listen to during the day. Some live, raw, uncut sports talk in the afternoon. Plus, I'm bored. I need something to do. I'm kidding. Moving on. Overreaction Tuesday. Overreaction on this beautiful Tuesday. Well, beautiful somewhere, but not here in Indiana. It's nasty out here. Cloudy, rainy. We're getting like tornadoes and floods, and man, it's just one of those days, right? But the next overreaction Tuesday question here that I put out on the old interwebs at facebook.com/manhoursports is I said, and I believe this wholeheartedly, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are the most dangerous team in the NFC playoffs moving forward this season. When I posted this, people thought hell had frozen over. They said, make sure you don't start your car with the garage door shut. Like, do this. Like, and of course, me being the troll that I am, I'm like, hey, that's how I heat my house. But with that being said, guys, look at this logically. Look at this outside the box. Bobby says video's not working. Yeah, Bobby, I'm not 100% sure what's going on with that, but come over to YouTube. It seems to be working better. Sorry about that, Bobby. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, my bad. But moving back, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, most dangerous team in the NFC playoffs. Absolutely, this is not an overreaction. Not an overreaction at all. It is the most fair statement that I have put out there 100%. Because think about this, guys. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers right now are playing with house money. When you go to a casino and somebody gives you $100 to go play, right? What are you going to do? You're going to go to the roulette table, $100 on 10. If you lose, you lose. If not, it's like whatever. It's like, cool, right? But if that's your $100, you're like, give me like 10 there. Give me 5 there, right? Tampa Bay Buccaneers aren't supposed to do shit in the playoffs. You guys understand that? Every year, or all season long, people have been shitting on the NFC South. Oh, they're trash. They should not even be in the playoffs, yada, yada, yada. But the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are getting hot at the right time. They are 5-3 in their last 8. In the last game of the season, they're going to play the Atlanta Falcons. So they're probably going to be 6-3 in their last 9. You don't want to let Tom Brady into the playoffs. It's just simple as that. You do not want to let him into the playoffs. And now he's playing with house money at home versus the Dallas Cowboys, which they've already beat this season, week 1, with the fully healthy Dak. I mean, week 1, you can say what you want about week 1. Yes, I know it was months ago. It was last year, right? But with that being said, they still beat the Dallas Cowboys when they're 100% healthy and when the Tampa Bay Buccaneers were 100% healthy. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are the most dangerous team in the NFC playoffs this season. More dangerous than the San Francisco 49ers. More dangerous than the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. More dangerous than the sinking ship of the Philadelphia Eagles. Tell me I'm wrong. Because I'm not. I will wait for anybody in the chat to tell me that I'm wrong. And explain to me why I'm wrong. Don't just be like, oh, you're drunk, you're smoking crack. It doesn't matter. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are getting healthy. They are 5-3 in their last 8 right now. Probably going to be 6-3 in their last 9. Clicking, getting healthy, and they're playing with house money. Nobody expects him to beat the Dallas Cowboys in the first round of the playoffs. Absolutely nobody. Arthur Brown's in the chat here over at youtube.com. It says, that's when Brady's at his best, is in the playoffs. Absolutely right. There is, when I played professional paintball 5-7 years ago, right? There was always a saying about our team is like, Saturdays are like our worst. Like, so basically in the paintball world, you have to perform well on Saturday to make it to the finals, right? You basically play a round robin and the top 2 teams. It's basically just like the NFL, right? You win your division, you make in there, and then there's some wild cards, yada, yada, yada. Week in and week out, we were just sneaking into the playoffs, right? We were sneaking into the finals. Like we had to win our last game, and the top team couldn't score more than 6 points. It was absolutely crazy, right? But every time we got in, you did not want to fuck with us. Sundays, we were locked in. We were that relentless focus, and we were going to kill any person that come in front of our way. That's exactly what Tom Brady is in the playoffs. That is exactly what Tom Brady is in the playoffs. You do not want to play Tom Brady in the playoffs. Now, I'm not a Tom Brady fan. You can call me a hater, but I just don't root for the guy. I don't like him. We have to give credit where the credit is due, and Tom Brady is the credit. And he is due that credit. Do not sleep on Tom Brady. Drew says, it depends if he has Evans. Depends if he, it depends if he and Evans were a fluke last week or not. Drew, do you understand Mike Evans is the only receiver in the NFL to have 5 straight seasons of 1,000 yards catching or more? 5 straight seasons. Mike Evans is not a fluke at all. Obviously, Tom Brady is not a fluke. He has spent more time in his life in the NFL than he has outside of the NFL. By like 6 days now, right? I saw that post Monday or Tuesday, right? Tom Brady's been alive for like 16,000 days. 8,000 and some odd days he has been outside of the NFL, and 8,000 some odd days he has been in the NFL. Literally over half of his life has been in the NFL. Tom Brady is not a fluke. Mike Evans is not a fluke either. What is a fluke is the Dallas Cowboys defense. And this is coming from a Cowboys fan. I got my Cowboys football right here. I got my Sean Lee hat right here. Like, I am a Dallas Cowboys fan. Now, Chiefs are my number one team, but Dallas Cowboys are my fan. And this is me coming from a fan. This is me speaking from the heart as a fan. The Dallas Cowboys defense is overrated. The Dallas Cowboys defense is overrated. How do you beat fire with fire? You burn it down, baby. You attack it head on. Trayvon Diggs, how do you beat him? Go right at him. Yes, he's had a lot better season this year. His rookie year, yes, he had all those 12 interceptions, but he got burned a lot. This year, his coverage is a lot better, but he is still acceptable to jumping the early routes. Hitch and go, slant and go, sluggos, all those plays are going to eat up Trayvon Diggs over and over and over and over again. But you're like, oh, look out for Micah Parsons. He's the man, the myth, the legend, right? How do you beat Micah Parsons? Run right his ass. Run right at Micah Parsons, and he does not tackle worth shit. Where does Micah Parsons excel? Chasing down the play, big sacks. Micah Parsons does not excel when you come right at him and he has to make a decision. When he has to make a business decision to tackle you or let you go, I might let you go, big guy. He is a little bit scared. Now, I don't know, meaning obviously he's not scared, but he just does not excel when you run right at him. Running away from him is one of the things. So Tom Brady and Mike Evans is not a fluke. Last week was not a fluke. This is actually what we have grown accustomed to seeing from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, if they can repeat that process, I mean, for the next week doesn't really count. So, wild card division, so 4 weeks, right? If they can do that for 4 weeks, man, it is what it is. Moving on. Overreaction Tuesday. And the next Overreaction Tuesday, on this beautiful Tuesday day, we woke up alive, guys. We were drinking orange juice out of our Kansas City Chiefs tumbler. Actually, it's a Yeti, I guess. My bad. My wife bought me some name brand stuff. So happy about that. Anyways, moving on. NFL Week 17 was quite a wild one. Obviously, last night was pretty traumatic to a lot of us. Me watching the game myself, I'm like, man, I really don't want to watch the game anymore. But let's move past that, or actually move back beyond that, and let's go over to the Indianapolis Colts versus the New York Giants, Daniel Jones team that we just talked about. Kayvon Thibodeau had a huge sack on Nick Foles, and after that sack, he celebrated. He did a little snow angel, had a good old time, and then we found out that Nick Foles was injured. During that time, the post-game interview, Jeff Saturday has had a lot to say about those post interviews, right? And he said the celebration that Kayvon Thibodeau did was tasteless, and my team should have protected my quarterback. In, micro terms there. So, with that being said, is it as an overreaction or underreaction that Kayvon Thibodeau did a senseless act when celebrating that sack that he had on Nick Foles? Guys, first things first. Some of the celebrations that happened on the defensive side of the ball are completely stupid, right? Now, I get it. I celebrated my ass off when I got a sack. I celebrated my ass off when I got an interception. But I'm not running the ball 80 yards down the field to the end zone. Like, oh, look at me, right? Like, I think that is stupid. But the whole snow angel thing, how is that tasteless? Would you rather have a team run 80 yards down the field into the end zone after they stop you on third down, or do a snow angel? It is not like Thibodeau knew that Nick Foles was hurt. Look at him. He sacked him. He was laying on the ground. He did a snow angel. It is not like he's like, oh, I hurt his ass. Hell yeah, celebrate. Like, Jeff Saturday, shut up. Like, I liked you on Get Up. I liked you on the NFL shows. Like, I liked you, but now I'm starting to hate your ass. When you were first hired, I was like, man, this is a great hire. He is going to bring the old school mentality back to the football. But shut your damn mouth, Jeff. Like, at the end of the day, how is that tasteless? How is celebrating a thing that you want to do, play in and play out, sack the quarterback, tasteless? It is not like he knew he hurt Nick Foles. Afterwards, he come out and said, I didn't know we hurt Nick Foles until we got up and we saw him laying there. What else do you want? How is it tasteless? I don't know, man. Jeff, at the end of the day, what would make you happy, Jeff? Mr. Coach Saturday, what would make you happy? Would it make you happy if you guys were actually winning some games? Would it make you happy that every time a defensive player made a huge play, they just got up and walked back to the huddle? But then you want your players to celebrate every time they do well? Jeff Saturday's starting to remind me of Skip Bayless, guys. Skip Bayless is like, he can dish it out, but the minute it comes back, he's like, right. He does a stupid little aneurysm. It's stupid. I hate it. That's exactly what Jeff Saturday is doing. Like, hey, we can do it, but you can't do it to us. That's naughty, naughty, naughty. Yes, it's not tasteless. Kayvon Thibodeau, keep doing what you're doing, my man, because I love your style of play. Guys, defense in the NFC East is going to be a lot of fun to watch for many, many years to come. Chase Young, Thibodeau, Micah Parsons, and then Sweat and Sweet. There's a lot of good defensive players in the NFC East right now. Sheesh. Arthur Brown comes out and says he was an old lineman. He has no personality. See, on TV, he had a great personality. He had a lot of fun. He was throwing the pancakes down, having all that stuff, Arthur. But I think old linemen kind of have this grudge, right? I mean, you are paid to protect your quarterback, right? You are paid to not let this stuff happen. And I think Jeff Saturday was upset that, you know, they obviously let Nick Foles get sacked, but then to celebrate like the way they did, like, I don't understand what he wants his old lineman to do. Do you want to pick up, like, Thibodeau and say, get out of here, boy? Like, then that's a personal foul. Then you're back 15 yards and you're already down, 30 points, like, at that point anyways, right? Like, I don't understand what Jeff Saturday wanted done in that situation. How about this? Just block better and don't let it happen. I don't think it's a personality thing. I don't think it's a execution thing. I don't think it's this. I just think it is him trying to be, I'm the best coach ever, but I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. And yeah, like that's what I think what it comes down to ultimately is like he is in over his head and now he's trying to like, have you ever heard the saying the squeaky wheel gets the grease right? Basically, he's making a lot of noise, being in the media, putting out these stuff until something sticks on the wall, because I think he ultimately wants the job, and if he's the squeaky wheel, he'll get the job, right? Like that's kind of what I think it is happening there. The squeaky wheel gets the grease, and that's what he ultimately wants, I think, in the end. But I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I hope it's just him trying to defend it. I don't know. Something, Jeff. Jeez, man. Overreaction Tuesday. And our last overreaction, or not overreaction, on this beautiful Tuesday day here. If you guys have not done so already, hit the like button, hit the share button, subscribe as well, follow us, whatever platform you're listening to us, guys. We are live 2 p.m. East Coast time every Monday through Friday on Facebook.com and, of course, YouTube.com/manhour. And, guys, we are trying something new here. Yesterday was just a fluke. It was just a bad show. This is the real live, raw, and uncut sports talk. So, guys, if you're enjoying this, jump in the chat. I try to interact with everybody. I mean, I do interact with everybody as I can. So, yeah, we just have grand old times. So, Sunday, Justin Jefferson was literally shut down. Jair Alexander said, not in my house, not today. Your week 1 performance was a fluke, and he shut him down. Just 15 yards catching, and Justin Jefferson was obviously visibly upset all game long. With that being said, he took off his helmet and hit the back of a referee. Did he take his helmet and throw it off a referee? He did not, but he took his helmet off, wanted to throw it in frustration, and the referee happened to be standing there, and it hit him in the back. So with that being said, is it an overreaction that Justin Jefferson should not play another NFL snap this season because of his antics on Sunday? Guys, that is no way, shape, or form an overreaction. Justin Jefferson should not play another snap this season in the NFL. He should be suspended right here moving forward. First things first is you took off your helmet in the field to play. That should be a 15-yard penalty anyways as is. It was not assessed. Number 2, you hit a referee. That, I believe, is an automatic ejection at the end of the day. Number 3, he hit his helmet that he took off when he shouldn't have, hit it in the back of the ring. That's 3 strikes and you're out. Think about this. Many kids look up to Justin Jefferson. My nephew, my high school players, my little league players, they look up to Justin Jefferson. They all want to do the gritty. They all want to celebrate. They all want to make those one-handed spectacular catches. They look up to this guy. on national television in the heat of the moment. I get it, heat of the moment, right? He took his helmet off and he lost his cool. I get it. Mistakes happen. You have to be punished for your mistakes. Whether it's a mistake or the heat of the moment, whatever, you have to be punished. One way or the other. You know what this does? This sets a precedent for all those kids that I just mentioned. It is okay to throw a tantrum when you're playing bad. It is okay to take your helmet off and hit the back of the referee. It is okay to do this, and this, because Justin Jefferson did it. JJ did it. Mr. Gritty himself. Like, get out of here with that crap. NFL, step up. Take precedent. Show me that you care about the true brand of the sport. Show me that you want the NFL to be, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? Heroes, people you look up to, role models, right? Right now, Justin Jefferson is not a role model. If I see any of my kids doing the gritty, JJ, I'm going to tell them to run their asses off. I don't want to see it. JJ should be suspended for the rest of the NFL season. He should. It's simple as that. Tell me I'm wrong. Please, somebody breathe light into me. Tell me that I'm wrong about this. Because I don't think I am. I think I'm spot on. Arthur Brown says I still have hope. I'm not for sure what you still have hope in, man, but you have hope that Jeff Saturday can right the ship and not be a complete dumpster of a coach. You hope that JJ can get suspended for the rest of the season. What do you have hope in, Arthur? I'm kind of curious. What do you have hope in, man? I'm not for sure what the hell is going on with old Facebook guys. Everything's working on YouTube side, but Facebook I don't want to work on blah, 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 blah. Anyways, guys, that is going to be it for Overreaction Tuesday. Hope you guys have had a grand time with me, Michael Buckcasher. You can follow me at manhour_Buck on the old Twitter machine. But of course, head over to facebook.com/manhoursports. And that is where all the magic is happening. We're dropping. We have NFL memes dropping soon. We have polls. We have blogs. Guys, everything is happening. Everything's fun. manhourradio.com. Check it out. Like and subscribe to whatever platform you're listening to us on. And let's talk about this, Arthur Brown. I was going to end the show, but you know what? I do what I want because this is live, raw, uncut sports talk. He says, I still have hope that the Miami Dolphins will make the playoffs. If I remember correctly, the Miami Dolphins have to win and the Patriots have to lose for the Dolphins to get into the playoffs, if I'm not mistaken. The Patriots played the Buffalo Bills this weekend, as of right now. We'll see what happens moving forward. But I don't see the New England Patriots beating the Buffalo Bills whatsoever. No way, no how. Now, the Bills beating the Jets. You know what is great about division rivals? Or division games in general? It's playing that spoiler role. New York Jets are out. They have no chance of making the playoffs. If they lose, they get a better draft pick. If they win, they move up one spot, right? It's all about playing with that house money, just like when I was talking about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You know what a dangerous team is? A dangerous person is? A person that has no future. Look at the replacements, right? Look at the replacements, right? I don't remember the exact quote, but he says, the most dangerous person out there is the person that has no future. Week 18, the New York Football Jets are done with their 2022 NFL season. No matter if they win, no matter if they lose, no matter if they tie. So why in the world would they want the Miami Dolphins to win? I wouldn't. I wouldn't whatsoever. I want to play that spoiler alert. I want to go out 2022 NFL season on a high note as a win. You'd be like, you know what? We're not in the playoffs, but the Miami Dolphins aren't either. F those guys. Miami Dolphins have everything to freaking lose right now. Tua is out. Teddy Bridgewater has that broken hand. Skylar Thompson is the man, the myth, the legend, but he just not playing well right now. And I don't know if it's because of the lack of practice or what. Excuse me. But, yeah, everything's stacking up against the Dolphins right now. Everything is stacking up against the Dolphins. Now, if you tell me that they had to beat the Buffalo Bills, or no. Now, if you would tell me that the New York Jets have already had the 7th seed locked in, there's no way they can go up, they can go down, but the Miami Dolphins have to beat the Jets to get into the 6th seed. Sure, I can see that happening. But right now, the way it stacks up, Pittsburgh Steelers are making the playoffs. Sorry, Arthur Brown. I don't see your Miami Dolphins beating the Jets. I don't see the Patriots beating the Bills. I do see the Steelers sneaking in there. I do see the Steelers snaking in there. He says, Finns win, Pats lose, we in. Could be in. Drew says, suspend him for the rest of the regular season. Yeah, suspend him for one game. That means nothing. That makes perfect sense. Suspend him for the rest of the season, Drew. Week 18, playoffs, division championship, Super Bowl. Teach him the lesson. Suspending him one game that he's going to rest anyways doesn't mean shit, Drew. Come on, man. We out, guys. See you tomorrow, 2 p.m. East Coast time. Live, raw, uncut sports talk.